Right, what is good, gamers? Sorry, it's been a while, but we're back, and a bunch of new to arena cards to play with here. This is Green Devotion. It's been a menace in Pioneer for quite some time now. It's been decent in Explorer for a while, but we just got Nykthos added to Arena in the Explorer Anthology 2, and this is what makes the deck so disgustingly powerful in Pioneer for the most part. There's also a combo aspect that they play in Pioneer, which we don't fully have here on Arena, that involves the Chain Veil and multiple Karn and Kiora activations to do some ridiculous, overcomplicated nonsense, but we're not going to do that here. We're playing a bit more fair game plan with some big 5-drop creatures and Ugin the Spirit Dragon on the top. A lot of other people do also play Storm the Festival and top out at 5 in Explorer as well, but I don't think that's ideal for best of one, mostly because I always struggle to beat Angels with that version. You just have your 5/6s and 6/6s, and they keep getting bigger and having more and more Angels, and you just never attack through their life total. Whereas with Ugin, you can just wipe it all away and pretend it never happened, and then just stick your one creature, and then you're still fine. You can come back from behind here a lot better than the Storm Festival deck does, and the matchup there is pretty reasonable as long as they don't stick a Karn first, because, of course, Ugin can exile everything else they will pull off the festival. So I guess I should explain what Nykthos does here. So that's legendary land, and then for 2 and tap it, you can add an amount of green equal to your devotion to green. This has been a well-played land since it came out. So we have a bunch of cards with a bunch of green mana pips in their cost. That is where the devotion comes from. So we've got all our 3-drops here have 2 or 3. All our elves have 1. This Wolf Willow Haven has 1. Kiora has 1. And our 5-drops all have multiple as well. So if you have 4 or more devotion, so like an elf plus a troll on the battlefield, then this taps for 2 mana, and more it gets for more and more mana to just get your big stuff out more consistently. Then you can play Karn and play Portal to Phyrexia immediately after if you have a good Nykthos on board. You can untap Nykthos with Kiora to get even more of that sweet, sweet mana. We've got Courser Crewfix is the other new one here from the Explorer Anthology. I'm trying a 2-2 split with that and Topiary Stomper. So the downside of Courser is it does not have 4 power, so it doesn't draw a card off Kiora, but it is usually going to be more card advantage than Topiary Stomper, and it can block early, and the life gain is nice in a lot of places. Topiary Stomper, once you get the 7 lands down, it is a more formidable body, and it does draw a card off Kiora. The other thing is you don't really get much benefit from having 2 coursers in play, right? You can play lands off the top of your deck. You can't do that twice. Having that effect twice doesn't get you anywhere. You do get the life gain twice, which is decent, but I don't think going up to 4 of these would be terribly wise. Yeah, so we're winning through attacking with our big beaters here, and we have Karn with the sideboard, Portal to Phyrexia, new from the Brothers' War. Just very solid artifact, been played in multiple formats at this point. When it comes down, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures, so it stabilizes the board some. Then at your upkeep, you put a creature from a graveyard onto your control. So that makes it difficult for opponents to permanently deal with our large creatures, which are fully capable of winning the game. And if they're playing creatures, it's pretty solid there. Yeah, Sky Sovereign as more of a mid-range threat, and then some hate cards here. Tormod's Crypt for Graveyards, Pithing Needle for opposing Planeswalkers mostly. It's very Hero of Dominaria. Shadow Spear I like against the mono reds and other hyper-aggressive decks in the format. Stonebrain, if they're playing some combo that needs 1 card, you can take it here. That's another new one from the Brothers' War, and it's a bit of an interesting effect. So it takes 4 mana total. Just takes all of a certain card out of their deck and is tutorable with Karn, which is pretty sweet. And 1 more land, because sometimes you play Karn on 4 mana, and you really need to play Kargaroth or Cavalier the next turn. So we have the Citadel there. That is the deck. Let's go try it out. Yep, that looks fine. Play Gargaroths on 3. 3 find is always a nice place to be. Going in with the lightning bolt sleeves, basic mountain. Love to see it. Courser's usually pretty good here, but it doesn't get Gargaroth down next turn. This would still be mana neutral with the Courser. Snoop, huh? Goblins. Okay. Gargaroth should be good against that as well. See if they think they can beat a Gargaroth on turn 3. Krenko's a pretty cool card, but I don't think he does it here. Let's attack first. Drop a card. There's a land that does not legend rule itself, so that's cool. Still want to have the Nykthos activation up, so play the Courser here. Gain a life. Play another Gargaroth. Probably win the game. Win the game. Nice. Yep, reasonable mix of lands, ramp, and top end. To Yorion, Zagoth Triome. Could be anything. Probably Enigmatic Incarnation. Maybe Sultai Ultimatum. Haven't seen that in a while. Guess we'll be mana efficient here. Play the Stomper. Maybe I should be a bit more aggressive. Extinction event, yep. So I like Karn, but Karn on Stonebrain to take their presumed ultimatum is not super exciting. I think I'm just gonna play Haven and 2 Troll here. Try to put it on a basic. Blossom Snarl. Quite the variety of lands over here. Alright, so Cavalier, we can double block this Gargaroth, I think is our best bet. Karn doesn't immediately give me anything that stops it. I already have a Nykthos, and I guess if I get this one though, I can play Karn. Yeah, getting Karn down this turn sounds pretty good. What am I getting here?
I will not lose another friend.
They'd need land, and then ultimatum. Here, if they extinction event, they get their own creature too, so Nykthos is probably tapping for a good amount of mana next turn. Let's just take Portal. Is Yorion. Draw draws a card, probably. Let's see, if I double block this, they kill my Cavalier. Like this is still +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're 1 short of casting Portal. But leaving this on the board, they get a whole lot of value. I think I just want to Stonebrain their Ultimatum this turn. We can wait on Portal for a turn. Maybe they'll mess up and kill the troll. Is there anything down here I want? I guess a Gargaroth's not bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bit short of doing that into the troll, but or into the Stonebrain, but sure, I'll take a good beater on top. Just double check I don't have the mana to do that. Yeah.
My purpose is greater than myself.
Let's see if they've got it here. It is Urgent Ultimatum, right? Google that quick just to make sure. It's been quite a while. Yeah, that's the one. Good choice. I don't love how with the Stonebrain, as soon as you click the 4th one, it passes you out of it. You don't get to actually look through their library if you click the 4th one. It's a little counterintuitive, takes some getting used to. Hardcast Kiora, which is rude to say the least, but Portal gets rid of the 8/8. And they just Yori in it though, which is pretty bad. Card doesn't have anything that deals with that. I think I'm supposed to go for it though. See, I don't want to do this to my portal this turn. Oh, it doesn't matter. I tap it anyway. Sure.
Awaken.
Still animate my portal in case they have another sweeper here. A little unlucky that they drew a hit from our Stonebrain activation, but what are you gonna do? Take a Gargaroth over Llanowar Elves. Right, Beseiju gives us a chance here. So that stops them from doing the, stealing my portal and all that. And with 2 Gargaroths, we can double block this thing. I want to grab something else from my sideboard, or just plus Karn. I have enough blockers that Karn might not die here. Not sure what I'd get from the sideboard at the moment. Guess we'll just go up.
There is great power in the people.
I think I want to do this at their upkeep. I'm not using the mana for anything. Let them have the slightly higher chance to draw lands, just in case they have something to do with the mana. Alright, I did not actually do it after their draw step, which I would have had to do to give them that higher chance to draw land, but oh well. Steps and phases. Cycle Triome, probably good for us. Right, they do not get got by Surprise Reach. View Extinction Event on, takes their Yorion. They still have a Kiora token though. I get an elf. And let's see. Fortunately, not much else good to get here. See, how big is my Lair of the Hydra? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 6. Pretty underwhelming. Guess Shadow Spear is a way through this as long as I get a big creature again at some point.
Stand down.
Can threaten to take away their hexproof, not that I have any way to deal with it after that. Don't see a reason not to take this block. Guess it's several more damage next turn. Having this around, we are at 20. Probably should have equipped the Shadow Spear. So now we animate the portal. And we have
Some solutions
multiple lethal threats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're 1 short. If we had equipped the Shadow Spear last turn, we'd have them dead through a removal spell. It's a little unfortunate. Kill my Lair of the Hydra. Sure. It's in combat, so I can't equip that, but yeah. Guess I don't have enough cards in my graveyard for them to kill the portal, so they are still dead. Alright, must not be. Yeah. 9 mana value, pretty cool. No 5+ drops, but I think this does well enough. It's probably a mirror if they're playing basic forest and take a mulligan. Yep. They don't have an elf, but they do have Nykthos. There's the 5-drop I was looking for. So play Kiora here, untap this, play another elf. Next turn we can play Gargaroth. Guess they missed a land or had somewhere to be, alright? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, looks like angels. Hopefully Ugin will show up here. And I think in the interest of drawing Ugin, I'm going to play the Courser here. Troll pressures their life total a bit more effectively, but I don't want to flood out from here, and Courser helps with that. Yeah. With Giada on 2, the troll wouldn't effectively attack here anyway. Hopefully they don't just collected company and to win the game here. Second Valkyrie puts them pretty close to the anthem, but not quite. They don't attack with the second one is very curious. Okay, Courser has drawn 2 cards so far, earning its keep. Don't have good attacks. Maybe I should hold the troll. Because at this point, Ugin is our way back into this game. And no, that's just lethal. Sure. Sometimes they have it. Elf into Kiora. Elf is hard to turn down, though the last 2 cards in our hand are not phenomenal. Alright, Gargaroth should tie the room together quite nicely.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Up against some humans here, probably. Aspirant does not catch up to Gargaroth terribly quickly. Take 3. So can I play Haven into Gargaroth here? Yes, yes I can. So I tap this for 2, Kiora untaps it, play Gargaroth. Cavalier, fine draw. Thalia puts us 1 further from Ugin, but they're not attacking into the Gargaroth anytime soon. So we're not too upset about all that. I think I can attack here, right? If they trade with both of these, we're fine. Just get my card draw. I think it's card draw, not a 3/3. Or I'll take a Courser. No blocks. Love to see it. See, if I hit a Nykthos, I want to be able to activate it. I guess I can just Kiora untap the Wolf of the Haven, though. Yeah, that's fine. No Nykthos. Guess I'll put the Courser down, though.
Let's get moving.
Seems hard to lose from this position. The humans deck has taken to playing Brave the Elements, though, so we're going to want to Ugin next turn if we can. So they can't find a sneaky lethal with, like, Thalia's Lieutenant plus Brave the Elements. Alright. Brave the Elements just to get 6 damage through is fine, but probably means they have another one, huh? Let's see, before I do this, make sure I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Yeah, I should have waited to draw before I played my land. Could have played this one off the Crufix.
I love to make a splash.
Here's Ugin. We can -2 here. So even get to keep our Kiora and the Courser. And yeah, that'll do it. Good stuff. Is Gargaroth on 3. Take it. Castle Vantress on 1. It. Control gamer over here, probably. Yep. Kill my elf, sure. There's 2 more where that came from. Multiple Castle Vantress gamer. Interesting. Probably on a sensor effect here. I think I'm supposed to play Kiora and not Gargaroth. Maybe it's Karn, but then what do I even get with Karn? The boat? It's not great. I think I just play Kiora. Attack for 2. They have nothing. Interesting.
Dragons, octopuses, serpents. Oh, I love them all.
Seems like Wandering Emperor. Could needle it. Won't hate that. I don't wanna. If I get one of these down, so I can play Troll for free if I do it like this. Draw a card. I think we start there. If they counter it, I can still untap land with Kiora and play Karn. Deluge, sure. Since they don't counter it, now I have a bunch of mana to play with. For green, another troll for effectively free. Draw a card. Tap this. To do it again now. Play Karn and get something for 6. Don't really want to be cold to a sweeper here, so we'll play Karn.
I am Karn. I am not frightened by you.
Alright. Control player frustrated that someone's playing slow, or maybe they just don't have the sweeper in hand and see that I have enough value on board, even if they do have it. Take it. Go for one more decent game here. This hand looks pretty solid. Okay, humans again. Make sure this taps correctly. Humans is unlikely to have Field of Ruin effects, and having both of these on one land will be very nice for Kiora next turn. Okay. Still Kiora into Stomper here. It's too bad. Dauntless Bodyguard holds priority, even if they don't have another chosen creature. Phenomenal design.
Don't mind if I take my octopus for a walk. The ocean surges.
Take my
like
octopus for a walk. Why not? Play Ugin next turn if we want. Even if we block with this Llanowar Elves. Cathar. Topiary Stomper, sure. Kinda just want to trade here, play Ugin plus on the Brutal Cathar. Yeah, that's probably fine. And they're left with just Athalia, and I have Stomper, Kiora, Ugin, and Karn in hand.
one drop ripples and grows.
-3 here probably also does it. Cast Ugin probably also does it. I think this is a good way to go. And now I can -2 Ugin to clear all of this stuff out and keep my Stomper and Kiora. Everything's coming together. Or I could just... guess I don't quite have the mana to play Karn and Portal. At least not through Thalia. Without drawing Nykthos. Not at all worried about Ugin. Alright, -2. Send him home. Guess I should have tapped that for mana first. Bit of an oops. Yeah. Like, you're done. Play Karn there. Get something. Doesn't matter. Deck's good. This isn't great, as we don't do anything on turn 2. But we have a lot of draws that do something on turn 2, and playing Karn on 3 is not bad. If they both kill the Elvish Mystic and we don't draw something, we're in bad shape. Okay, so that is one of the best draws we could have had. Angels, but we have the Ugin, so we're not too scared of it. I'm short of being able to Corsair and to activate Nykthos. What is Karn doing here? Not a lot, right? Guess we could get the boat for next turn, which is not bad. We play Corsair and have better Nykthos for next turn. And get this land off the top. Corsair also stops their speaker from having an attack, though they didn't attack with it last turn. Not realizing the can't block clause on the Stomper. Still not realizing it, I guess. Don't even attack with their Valkyrie. What are they doing? They take my devotion away again. guess card advantage is good, and they're not really doing a whole lot at the moment. Play Karn. See what we can get from Karn. It's probably the boat. No attacks. Trenches Valkyrie. Attack Karn for 2. Sure. I just want to play Gargaroth here, right? I play Kiora first and then Gargaroth. So play this, then make those taps for 4, and we can untap it. Yeah, I think that does it. Yeah, is it Gargaroth or is it... Gargaroth deals with the flyers. I guess I'd rather minus Kiora than tap my Elvish Mystic here.
I love to make a splash.
Draw card. Guess I'll play this too, why not? And we're in pretty good shape. We're playing Snowlands, so we do have to watch out for the Facebook combo. But we have Boseiju in hand and plenty of mana, so no real reason to play the Boseiju. And now they have committed, and this is pretty much what I was talking about in the intro. So the Storm the Festival version in Explorer just never beats Angels from this point. But this version does, because we can slam Ugin and make it all go away.
Slip away.
And bye-bye. And that is why we play Ugin. Love it. Right, and we're back. That went pretty well. I'm fairly happy with this version overall. I do, to reiterate, think Ugin is a better choice, at least for the Explorer Best of 1 metagame, than Storm the Festival. I think it is much better equipped to deal with both the Angels deck and the Humans deck, which are both very popular. They can both go bigger than 6/6s, and then you're stuck with your 6/6s, and they just run you over with either their Giada counters and Valkyrie anthems and Angel tokens, or their Thalia's Lieutenant that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and pumping their whole squad. So, Storm the Festival, you just don't go over the top of that without the combo, and the combo is very difficult to conceive without the Chain Veil, and Ugin can just wipe it all away. So I like Ugin a lot. The 22 lands here I think went pretty well. Fornic those to Boseiju, 3 Lair of the Hydras. Did see a bit of work done with Lair of the Hydra against the Sultai deck. Courser, Crewfix, and Topiary Stomper both seemed pretty good in different places, so having them both I think is fine here for now. Not entirely convinced on the Karn board choices. Dormont Crypt for Greasefang is a bit of a no-brainer. Maybe Pithing Needle's not completely necessary here. I do think Shadow Spirit is a pretty good one to have. There's a lot of aggressive decks. It doesn't just have to be burn there. Stonebrain I think is solid. I'm not sure about the boat here. If there was more Rakdos in the meta, I think the boat is better, but we didn't see all that much. I do want something to be like a proactive threat in the sideboard. Maybe Essica's Chariot fits that mold a little bit better. We also don't have that many creatures which can crew the Sky Sovereign. It's just these 7 plus these 6 for 13 total, or some combination of Courser and Elves, which is difficult. So yeah, I might replace this with a Chariot. Maybe Pithing Needle could be something else. Otherwise, I like this one a lot. Only games we lost here were against two very aggressive decks, which sometimes your go big deck is going to lose to the very aggressive deck. That is going to happen no matter what Magic format you are playing. Doesn't mean the deck is bad, and had a pretty good record today. This was a lot of fun. I like playing this one. Slamming Ugin just as the opponent thinks they have the game locked up is a beautiful feeling, and hope you all enjoy it. Thanks for watching.